What's up, guys? So today, you're probably wondering, why am I acting like a creep in my bedroom? Because I'm going to show you how to shoot professional product photos out of your bedroom, right at home, in your parents' house, just like me, because I still live in my parents' house. Alright, you guys, so step one in creating your little studio in your room is finding your backdrop, okay? So you want to find a wall that's going to add flavor to your shoot, okay? That's something that's going to add character, that's going to add to the aesthetic of the shoot. So for me, I have this white and gray brick wall in my room. I'm going to be using this as my backdrop, and we're going to get it rolling. Alright guys, so step two is finding the surface that you're going to be shooting your products on. For me, I have this little nightstand right here, but if you have a nice textured desk or something, you know, that adds character, adds a little bit of flavor like I was talking about to the shoot, you can use that. Now since this is such a small little surface, you know, if I put boots on here, I mean, you're going to see the edges of this nightstand in the frame, and we don't want that, okay? We want to make it look like we have plenty of space. We want to make it look like the surface that we're shooting on is just running into infinity. So I just bought this textured wood board. Yeah, I picked up some black stain as well. Stained the wood. As you can see, it's got some texture to it. It's got a little bit of grit, a little bit of grime. I can't just put these pieces on top of my nightstand because they'll just kind of like fall off the side and it's not really stable. What I did was picked up this 4x4 piece of little plywood. I'm gonna put this on top of the nightstand to make the surface area bigger, and then I'm gonna take my black boards and place them on top of the surface area, okay? Alright, so now that we have this surface set up, we gotta create some depth between our product and the background. So what I'm gonna do is pull this nightstand out even a little bit farther. Right about there should be good, so that way there when I frame up my camera, my product isn't right on top of this wall. I'm gonna create some bokeh, some shallow depth of field. I'm gonna get this product looking good, looking sexy. It's gonna look sweet. You guys aren't even gonna know that I'm in my bedroom. That's the goal, right? All right, so the next step to faking this studio is lighting. All right, so now if you don't have an LED light, that's fine. You can use a window, get some nice natural light coming in. But for me, I'm gonna use an LED. I'm gonna really control the situation, get this looking how I want it to look. All right, so I don't have an actual like boom pole light stand, but I do have a boom microphone stand, and I'm gonna rig this as best as I can to get this to look how I want. So I've got the Falcon Eyes RX12. Bought this on Amazon for like a little over $100. This is a super good light. I would definitely highly recommend it. I'm gonna take out this thing. We are gonna jerry rig this light onto this boom pole. You know, I don't have the most expensive and craziest gear, but I make do with what I got. So what I'm gonna do is, this light has these loops right here. I'm gonna put the loops through this boom pole, and I'm gonna go diagonal across the light. And then I have the battery mount right here. I'm gonna kind of hang it on this side just to create a little bit of weight here to help, you know, balance out both sides. I'm gonna power the light with a little V mount that I have. And we have light. We need to kind of position this and get it staying still. So, gaff tape. Everyone should have gaff tape. Gaff tape is great. Look at that, a little bit of gaff goes a long way. All right, so now that we have the light set up, pretty much, we gotta close this window. Make sure that I have no light coming in. I gotta shut this closet light off. All right, so now that we have the light all set up, we have the curtains closed, the closet lights off, Dev's recording. We are going to adjust the light, make some minor tweaks, but most importantly, we gotta get these boots looking good. I mean, look at these things, man. They are just not, they're untied, they're not stuffed. We gotta get the boots looking right before we can do anything else. So the next step in this process is making your product look good. All right, so I'm just gonna use some socks that I have in my drawer. I'm gonna stuff them into the boots. Now, since I've worn these boots quite a bit, they are pretty broken in, so the tongue just kind of like flops around in there. So what I'm gonna do is take a little bit of gaff tape, good old gaff tape, and I'm gonna tape the tongue to the inside of the boot, so that way there the tongue stays in place, okay? Now with just a little bit of gaff, and as you can see, now the boot is stood up nice and straight, the tongue isn't going anywhere, and now all we gotta do is just tie it up a little bit. So now as you can see, the boot's tied, tongue is gaff taped, there's a little bit of padding in there so it looks a little full. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other boot, and I'm gonna position it and start shooting. So now that I have the boots set up, I have the lights set up, I have everything ready to go, all I need to do is find my framing now, guys, okay? So this is where the tricky part comes in. You just want to find the right angle to shoot your product without getting anything in the background, okay? So obviously I have my bed there, I have my desk over here, I got Devin right here. So I don't want any of that stuff in the background. I don't want these wires, this pole, I don't want anything in the background. So if I get close enough to my subject, I'm shooting at 35 millimeters right now. This is not tight enough, okay? So you need to shoot at a tighter focal range and you need to back up, okay? So now if you back up, as you can see, the bed's out of frame, the pole's out of frame, my desk is out of frame, Devin's out of frame. All right, so it's pretty much all about whatever focal length you use, okay? If you have more room, you know, you can use like a wider lens, but for me, I'm working in really tight headquarters over here. I gotta shoot at 75 millimeters, 85 millimeters, 100 millimeters, somewhere around that range to really compress the background and make it seem like I'm in an actual studio. So another really important factor is the angle of which you shoot, because if I position my camera too low over here, I start to see the front of the surface over here, and we don't want that, okay? We don't want to see the front of the board. We want to angle our camera just right. You can use a tripod for this, which is what I usually do, and you can get the desired look, the desired photos that you want right here in your bedroom. Now that you know how to create a studio in your bedroom, I want you to go out and start shooting some sick photos, okay? You can shoot some sick B-roll. You can get super creative in your bedroom on a very low budget with not a lot of gear, a little bit of gaff tape. That's all it takes, okay? So now you guys know how I shoot my product photos right here in my bedroom. Hope that was helpful. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm out.